All right, guys, it's time to do some scouting. We got a long road ahead of us, but we're all packed up as well. We got corn, I mean, everything you could ever want. We got spotting scopes, plenty of cameras, water, and we're gonna be camping in the van as well. So we got that all decked out, ready to go. And like I said, this is gonna be a pretty far haul, and the sole purpose of this trip is to get permission to hunt some deer, or at least scout the public land. Because the past couple times that I've been down here, I've gotten a lot of no's, but it's gonna be an adventure to say the least. All right, so I got this gas station sub right here. It's turkey and cheese, and then it also comes with lettuce, onions, and tomatoes. But it's pretty big, I guess. Tastes all right. All right, we made it. We're camping for the night. I'm gonna throw my fan on. Crack it just a little bit. Turn on just a light. I've been doing this with the air's blowing in and it always ends up being hot. So I'm gonna see if blowing like the hot air out will make it feel any better. But we're gonna get ready to sleep, and in the morning we're gonna try to do some scouting to see if we can find any deer, get some permission. We need to get some kind of win. That was probably the hottest it has ever gotten in here. I woke up like 5 times. There's people all over the place. Not the best night in the van, but we're up early anyways, and we're gonna try to glass for some deer. We're gonna go to some spots that I've wanted to check out before it gets too hot. Well, that's a good sign, guys. We've been in this spot for 5 minutes and I saw a doe and a fawn. So we're just gonna keep walking around. I'm looking in these little fields too until I can see some deer. I just realized it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet, and I feel like a lot of people aren't gonna be super happy if I wake them up just knocking to see if I can get permission to shoot a deer. So I'm gonna just chill out here for a little bit and at least wait till after 8 to go drive around and do some knocking. I'm really liking this area. I'm gonna see if I can mark any spots around here to do some door knocking. I have some more that are a little ways away from here, but I want to see if there's any right around here that I can ask for. I really can't even believe it, guys, but I finally got a yes. This morning I got one I got to stop back into to just talk to the lady's husband, but we just got one and it looks pretty good. If you can't tell, it's a little hot out here and I'm sweating, but let's go check this thing out, and we're gonna put up some cameras, maybe throw out some corn or something. Hopefully this is the spot we're gonna kill some deer in. Woo. Get a camera out. Can't believe it, really can't. This is gonna be a month earlier than I've ever hunted back home. And it's hot enough then. All right, y'all, we're gonna put some of this out as well. I get to hunt all this, guys. We got some, well, it looks like soybeans to me. I don't know, I'm not really around them much. And like all this, there's a bunch of deer tracks mixed throughout. Got some turkey tracks right there too. Here's this really good trail, guys. Holy cow. Wow. That's corn out there. So they're hitting the corn, coming through here, getting their beans. I'm gonna see if I can get into this tree right here, because right here I can see them coming up any of these trails, going out to the field, coming in from the field. Probably put the salt right there. I think that's gonna be my best bet, if this will screw in. Sometimes to get these things started, I just take the camera completely off. And then I can push harder and not have to worry about breaking it. Before I can't turn it on, switch it back on. Hopefully it works. That's perfect right there, guys. So we can get them coming in and going out. Awesome. The second spot that I checked, she said just come back afternoon and talk to her husband. She doesn't see why not, so we'll see what he has to say. Success again, guys. We got spot number 2. Oh, so hot here. Oh, there's a tick. Awesome. But there's more of them on me. I might want to find a shower once I'm done here. Now we gotta pick out our spot. I am getting eaten alive out here. It's terrible. Look at that. Youch. But anyways, I finally got the camera in a good position to where I think it's gonna be able to watch this drainage right here where there's a bunch of deer tracks, and there's tracks also going out into that field right there. So we're gonna use salt and corn again, but then we're also gonna be testing out some of this buck jam right here. I've never tried anything like this. Like, I've really never baited before either. This is completely new to me. I feel like it's kind of hard to bait the wrong way. I mean, just figure out where they're at. And really, honestly, I'm planning on this just being like so we can figure out what's here and what we have a chance at hunting. That is strong. All right, so I'm gonna pour a little bit like there. I don't know how much. I don't know how much to spread it in either. Hopefully that lasts a little while. I think between running on one sausage McMuffin and a bottle of water and the humidity and getting bit by all the bugs, I'm kind of exhausted, and not sleeping like at all last night. But at least now we got 2 spots ready to go. And now all it's left to do is wait to see what happens on the cameras. And I have high hopes. Both spots are looking really promising, and they're what we've got. All right, guys, we stopped at Wawa. Got ourselves a turkey sub here and some pineapple. I'm freaking starved. Here we go. Solid. All right, we're at Walmart, guys. I had to take a little break and get some grub. We got canned chicken, pickles, bread. What else could you want?
Mustard.
We did get mustard.
That Walmart, dude, that place sucked. There's like open cans of food that were dumped all over the shelves. There was like empty stuff. I don't know. People went in and like just like popped the top to a can, ate it, and just left it there. It was like the Vienna sausages. I don't know. It was they ravaged
That was gross.
it.
But so we decided to go for the canned stuff and made sure that it was all sealed, and I think we're all good.
You're going to hell.
Here you go.
Whoa, where'd you find this bad boy, huh? Heck yeah.
Breakfast. All right, guys, we made it through the night. The van wasn't too bad. It got a little hot, but I slept like right underneath the fan, and I wasn't too bad. But it's today. Jacob says we're gonna get at least how many spots?
6 spots today.
I'll believe it when I see it. But yeah, here we go.
Confidence, Cody. It's your show.
So I'm gonna fill you guys in on what happened over this past scouting weekend. Long story short, that first spot that I got, I lost that, and it was really like shocking to me because when I pulled up to this driveway, there was this old lady out in the driveway. I pulled in, just wasn't even gonna stop there, and I saw her standing there. I'm like, well, I figured I might as well ask. Pulling with the van, I get out, blah blah blah. Can I hunt deer here? Wasn't 2 seconds later, she said, yep, absolutely. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. She's like, let's just go talk to my husband. We go out back, talk to her husband. He's like, blah blah blah, awesome, sounds good. Nobody hunts here. You're all good to go. I'm like, well, let me get your guys' number or such and such. And do you guys have any rules you want me to follow? They're like, nope, don't worry about any of that. Just come and hunt whenever. It's okay. You can park in the driveway wherever. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. It's almost too good, and it was. So here I am, stocking this spot up, you know, all good to go. And we go back down for another weekend of scouting, and this time Jacob's with me. And I had some maple syrup with him. I was gonna give him just to be like, hey, thanks for letting me hunt here. And I go around back, knock on the door, stand there for probably like 5 minutes. I'm like, well, either they're not home or they're just not wanting to come to the door. So we go out, stock some more corn, and after we get done with that, we are literally moving the camera and getting it into a better spot, and we get called over. We hear, hey. So we're like, oh, maybe they just want to talk. It seemed weird though. So, we walked probably about 100 yards across this field, and there's the guy that owns the property sitting on a golf cart with what I believe is his nephew. They said that their nephew lives right next door, and I could just tell by a look on the guy's face that he was like gonna say something. And what he said was, we should have took your number, but we've changed our mind. We don't want you to hunt here. I'm like, well, I said, is there a reason? What's going on? And it was really nothing. It was blah blah blah, and he never really did give me a real answer. But then after looking at it, his nephew right there had a hat on with a deer skull on it, and he lives right next door. So whether or not they knew he was hunting there, I'm thinking that their nephew had been hunting there, or he heard that they let me hunt there, and he didn't really like the idea of that. So I'm thinking he had something to do with that, because it's very weird for them to be like gung-ho, like, yep, do whatever you want, shoot whatever you want, kind of having free reign of this property, to, no, we don't want you hunting here. And that's something that I've learned now, is to always get a phone number, get a written piece of something, which that's what I do now, just to, it might not hold up to anything, but if you can at least get their signature on something. So let's say I went down there the first day of season and started hunting, and they wanted to get me in trouble because I shot a deer that morning or something. If I would have had like that note, that could have saved me something. But it did really suck, because that was looking to be a pretty good spot. There was doe there every night. There was like a little 4 or 5 point there, so there was deer there. But like I said, we learned, and now I know for next time of what to do and what not to do. But I just figured I'd let you guys know that, because if I didn't fill you in on all the little details, it'd be kind of like weird and hard to follow. But regardless, we're gonna get back after it and find some more spots. So we just lost that spot. So the people that were here, it was like I could believe an older couple, and they said it was all good. I pull up in the driveway. It wasn't 5 seconds after asking. They were like, yep, go ahead, shoot them all, blah blah blah. And then now we're out here, get a 50-pound bag of corn thrown out on top of what I've already thrown out. And they call us over. Yeah, and a block. And a block. All this. And then we get called over and they say, oh, we don't really want you to hunt anymore. But this time they had their nephew with them, and I'm thinking he wanted to hunt. I mean, that's just rude, I feel like. I don't know. Like, it was straight up yes, 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 and we get down here, and then they decide to freaking say no. So now we're scooping up as much as we could, and it's a crappy deal. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. I don't know. Private property. Selma. What do we do? Man, what? What do we do? Singing my song, I don't remember who that's by. I gotta listen to it later. Alright, so I told Cody, I was like, alright, we're gonna get 6 people's permissions in the first day. So far we got 2. Cody didn't believe in me. I think our ratio is like 10 to 2 right now. It's really not very good, but yeah, so. But anyways, it's a start. We're gonna walk out here and hopefully not get a bunch of chiggers on us. And neighbors are all saying that they see deer in the yard, so I think that's gonna work in our advantage if they just walk through the yards and into the woods back here. We got pants on now, we got boots on, we got these long sleeves on so we don't get a bunch of those chiggers and ticks on us. That's the idea anyways. We're still probably gonna end up plucking some off of us, so. Let's go, let's try it. Farmer Brown. This here's good. This here's high grass. I'd rather not hunt that. That's the one right there. That's a deer kill and a half. We just found this really good trail, guys. I hope it picks up on camera for you, but it is so beaten down right there. That's a really good sign. And there's a bunch of these little ones kind of funneling onto it, so it's looking promising. What is he? Cody! We did. What do you say we put the camera on that tree? That'd be good. Alright. Let's get the scuffing. That's professional. Salt left over.
One left over. Oh. Oh.
Big old spider. I like this spot. All right, we have less than a week until we're heading to Delaware to do some bow hunting. So Jacob and I got our bows out today, and we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of different distances and getting ready to go. All right, we're gonna start right here. 46. Here we go, let's see if I can get a good one started.
Oh, we're shooting at 46.
Oh,
All right.
heck yeah, we are.
I think it's a win. Right middle.
Nice, that wasn't bad. Go for top, middle, right. Not bad.
This is the wind, Cody. I'm telling you.
That wind's rough.
It's drifting. Oh, I shot one bad.
150-inch velvet buck right out here, right now, dude. 150. And I shot him in the gut. Alright, so here was our last group. This is only like 20 yards, but when you start off so much farther, like these close shots are like nothing after that. We gotta practice our 1, 2, 3s for when we get those big herds of doe.
My arrows. You shot up through it!
We're too far for that. Okay, anyways, it wasn't bad. Alright, one more time. We gotta practice. I got excited. Oh, that was the one. Come on.
Just like that 300-yard shot we did.
That was a good one.
That was money.
Alright guys, so we were just practicing the like whole 1, 2, 3 thing, and literally right now on our camera we're ready to go, guys. Alright, I've got more bad news. We ended up losing another spot, and this story is like all over the place and people saying different things, but it's that spot that we found and Jacob was putting out the corn in the last clips or so. But I'll try to keep this story as like fast as I can. But really what happened is I'm sitting here doing some homework and I get a notification on the camera that something's there, so I check it out and there's a guy holding a bag of corn. And when we were in there, we saw a guy had set up a camera, so we went back to the lady's house, knocked and said, is there anybody that could be hunting out there? And she said, no, nobody's hunted out there, nobody has permission. We're like, well, there's a camera, so we'll just keep an eye out there and see what happens. So when he showed up, we instantly thought that was the guy, like a neighbor that had been hunting out there, thinking that this old lady wasn't going to notice that he was out there. But then the next picture is him standing in front of the camera with his phone up, so obviously he thinks he's in the right and he's calling somebody. And probably like 20 minutes goes by and then I get a call, and I could tell that it's a Delaware number, and I answer, and long story short, this guy gives us this whole rundown of how, you know, he saw that we had permission, he saw like our note or whatever that we wrote on for her, and it wasn't even his property. He like maintains it for her, but apparently the lady's daughter didn't want anyone on the property. And on top of that, this guy had taken Jacob's camera just to hold on to it because he didn't know what was going on, I guess, and that's what he was told to do. So we had to go back down there just to get his camera, and we got a little bit more of the story. But then it ended up being that her cousin or something was hunting out there, and that guy was saying that he's like somewhat of a, like he looks like a crackhead. So we didn't really want to mess with that, and he said that he's got like anger issues and stuff, which who knows what that would have ended up being like if we went out there the first day like without getting a call or something. So it was just all over the place, probably for the best that we don't have that spot anymore. But there's 2 spots right there, guys, that we've lost. So now we're down to 3 private spots, and it's what it is. There's deer showing up to all of them, but it is a little bit frustrating losing all these spots.
fog, bro.
It's freaking crazy. It's time, guys. Like it's really hard to actually believe that it's actually time, but today we're just gonna put out some more bait, get everything finished up, and then tomorrow's actually the first day of season down here. Like it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. We were like, well, we're gonna come down here and shoot some deer, and now we're actually gonna do it. So it's pretty exciting. We got to get our licenses, and then like I said, just check out our spots and see what's going on. But yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Whoa!
What?
Find a hat, my guy.
It's under you. I'm just gonna do some talking. We're stopped getting some gas right now at Sheets, but just check out our rig right now, guys. We are packed full right now. Bows all over the place, gear. It looks like we're gonna do some hunting. And then you got the climbers hanging off the back.
This is a Legendary Foods protein pastry. As Cody knows, I am trying to cut weight for an upcoming fight. I have exactly 6 days. I've never seen this. Low calories, low carbs, lots of protein. Oh my gosh. Dude, it won't break.
Alright, try it. Give it the rating.
There we go. And take face.
Alright.
You're so tacky. That's not like about that.
Kind of like clay. So we're done for the day. We restocked our spots, put in some bait at new spots, and we already have deer on camera, guys. So here's Jacob's spot.
That stuff works.
I'll give it to you, dude. That apple stuff works. We got deer already there, and then the spot that we did first, where I'm gonna be hunting tomorrow, we got this doe coming in already, and she was there quick. So yeah, all in all, I'm gonna say it's been good. I didn't expect him to hit it that fast. I'm pretty excited.
I didn't. We were just there.
And we are stocked up at some other spots too. We haven't had any action. Well, what do we have? 3 spots only now? We only have like 3 spots, which sucks because I guess between the ones that we've lost too, we've had like 5. But you know, at least the ones that we got though, they're doing good. This one that we just restocked has only had doe on it at night, every night, but only at night at like 2 a.m. So it's a start, but at least we got some. I have hope for tomorrow now.
I think so. And the spot that we lost before is like right next to the new spot we just set up. So
yeah,
like we lost it, but we didn't really lose. It's still a really good area.
Tons of track. Like it'll be good.
Yeah.
But I think right now we're gonna try to find something for dinner. I don't know what we're gonna eat, and then figure out our camping situation. It'd be nice to get a shower of some kind, but I doubt we're gonna do that. Probably just have to wipe down with dude wipes. But now I have some hope for tomorrow. Now I'm pretty excited. So we're getting camp ready for the night, but also we got to get our lunches back for tomorrow. We stopped at Wally Mart. Look at that. Is that a lunch for champions or what? Like what? Check that out. We got beans, granola bars, tuna packets, and a spoon. Like, we're gonna stay all day. I'm telling you what, we're gonna get some deer. So I already know it. What are you thinking? How many are we gonna get tomorrow?
2.
2? That's a safe bet. I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say we're gonna get 3 tomorrow.
No.
Yes, we're gonna get.
We don't have enough bags for 3.
I know. We'll have to.
It'll be like raw meat on ice.
We'll just strap one to the top. That last one.
Yeah, crossing state lines, that'll go great.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But yeah, guys, you're looking at camp right now, and we're gonna get up early. The plan is to like get up by like 3:30. We got a little bit of driving to do. Drop Jacob off. I'll head to my spot, and I don't know. I'm pumped. I can't believe that we're deer hunting right now. Like it's early, man. It's a month earlier than I've ever deer hunted.
Weather almost matches though.
It's neat. Like it's cool. Like it's way cooler than I thought it was gonna be. The middle of the days are kind of muggy, but yeah, super excited to be able to bow hunt here. This morning, guys, it is currently like 3:50 in the morning. We're gonna get heading out here soon just so we can get to our spots and get ready to go. But I was excited last night. Couldn't hardly sleep. I also had one of those like sweeper things coming around, like cleaning up people's garbage and stuff, so that wasn't great, but it's time to go hunting. Here we go, guys, we're all set up. We're gonna have a little bit under a 20-yard shot, 22 yards probably at the longest. And I'm feeling good. Jacob says he's hearing deer already. I think it could happen quick, so I'm gonna get quiet, just wait. Alright, we're deer hunting again, guys. It took me forever this morning to find a spot that I thought was going to be good. Pretty much the wind's going to do a complete 180. I didn't want my wind really ever blowing towards the mile, so I've got it going across me, and eventually it's going to blow back across the other way. There's been some deer here, like a little before noon, but for the most part they're showing up at like 5 o'clock. So it's probably going to be a long sit. Corn pile's gone down a lot. I thought there was more corn than that. I didn't want to stock out anymore in case it would like mess him up. He's been here the last 2 days at the same time, so I'm really hoping that he comes a third time. Over these next couple of weekends, my confidence slowly started to go down. Like, we're still seeing deer, they're on camera, but we just couldn't get anything to work out. Like, nobody was shooting deer. We just weren't getting the opportunities we wanted. I still have yet to had an opportunity. I had a couple fawns come out in front of me in the dark, and that's really all I've had as far as deer activity. But I'm gonna stick with it, and hopefully within these next couple of days, you know, in this next weekend when we go down, I can tag something, a doe, a buck, and bring something home. We just shot that doe, guys. I couldn't exactly tell in the shot. She was a little far away. I think it's good. I felt like if anything it might be a little high, but I think we're good. Oh my gosh. She snuck in here, and I could just see her ear. She was probably 10 feet from here. She was super just on edge, checking me out. About 20 yards right there. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. I'm gonna check back in the film to see what we're dealing with. I was gonna shoot her through some thick stuff, but she kept like zigzagging. She actually started to come in, but I think she was gonna try to dip. She got an arrow in her. Alright, so looking back at the shot, it looks questionable. We could have got the top of the lungs. But between me shooting high and then her ducking, it doesn't look great. I've given her plenty of time. We're gonna go out there and check out the arrow. Alright. We got blood right at the scene. That's a good sign. Oh my gosh, guys, there's actually some blood on it. I don't want to get too excited. It kind of smells. With the ankle, I think it might have went through, but it got some guts. Let's see. I'm gonna take it easy. I was sweating right there. I was getting so nervous. And I see a belly up doe right there. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I was praying so much. I felt so bad about that shot. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. I can't believe it happened, guys, but we got a doe down. She is amazing. Like, from thinking I wasn't gonna get a deer to thinking I wounded a deer to now having this doe right here is really, really cool. The date is September 19th. That is officially the earliest I've ever shot a deer, and she still has some of her like scraggly summer coat on. It's a cool experience. It's my first Delaware deer. Can't believe it. I really, really can't. My shot wasn't as bad as I thought it was, so when she ducked into it, it clipped, must be the top of the lung or something, because it is high. I was pretty nervous. Now I've got some work to do, and we got some meat to put in the freezer, but I'm gonna get her moved, go pick up Jacob, get to work on her, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. I'm just taking it all in right now because I was really, really wanting to get a deer, guys. I mean, this is my third weekend of hunting down here, and I scouted 2 or 3 times. So, you know, there's a lot that's gone into this doe right here, and I'm just trying to enjoy it. One thing about these summer deer is all the hair that they're shedding. Like, I got hair all over my hands right now. We're gonna celebrate, guys, with some of the best root beer around. You really can't beat it. It was an awesome feeling, but it was a lot of work for sure, hauling it out here. Now we gotta get ready for tonight. But anyways, Jacob's gonna open some of these for us.
I think that ought to be perfect.
Pop yourself right in the nose.
Probably.
Straighten it back out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, there's one. Bingo, baby.
Rate it. Give us a rating.
As far as root beer goes, that's like an 8 or a 9 for sure.
It's solid, isn't it?
That's good.
Alright, we made it back. I took a really hard nap for like 2.5 hours, and I still got some stuff to do, but I really, really wanted to cook up some of this back strap before I had to do all that and went to bed. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're just going to cook it in a pan, because that's really the best way to do it. Just a little bit of sear or so on each side with some salt and pepper and butter, and you really can't beat it. I still can't believe really how long it took to get a doe down there in Delaware, and I mean, there's probably a lot of people out there that have good luck down there, and I know it's doable, but I almost think the bait was hurting us. I really do. So we might mix it up next time. I'm kind of wanting to go towards public land more next time, so we'll see about that. But right now, I'm just focused on getting this meat cooked. No salt and pepper at this point. That's good. It's very, very hard to beat venison, guys. For me anyways. Alright guys, so this is going to be the end of the first Delaware deer hunt video. It's been an experience, and it's been a long one coming, but I've enjoyed it. It's been really fun to be able to go down and hunt a whole month before season starts up here. So nothing to complain about. We were on the board with a deer, and I'm excited to get back down and chase after some more. Subscribe for more content.